Hello folks, the problem with Charlie Chaplin. Now that's what I've called today's video, and I hope all is well with you. It is, well, to be more specific, I'm talking about a problem with a song that Charlie Chaplin wrote. And specifically, I'm talking about two problems with a song that Charlie Chaplin wrote. Now, today it is April the 16th, 2025. I don't know whenever you're watching this video, let me know. Charlie Chaplin's birthday, April 16th, 1889, Charlie Chaplin was born. And yes, the problem with Charlie Chaplin's song, Smile. Now, you know the song? Smile though your heart is breaking, smile even though it's aching, etc, etc, etc. Life is more worthwhile if you'll just smile. You might not know that it's written by Charlie Chaplin. And the first problem with that song written by Charlie Chaplin is that it wasn't written by Charlie Chaplin. Now you might be thinking, hang on Gordon, you're talking a lot of rubbish there, brackets, not for the first time, close brackets. It was written by Charlie Chaplin. Well, he wrote the music. He wrote the music with help and inspired by Puccini. And he wrote the music for his film Modern Times in the 30s. The lyrics were written by two songwriters 20 years later in the 1950s, inspired by the film, and particularly inspired by the last scene. So the first problem with that massively famous song that you can all, maybe sing along to, or you know the words if you heard it, Charlie Chaplin didn't write those words. The second problem with those words, and I'm being a bit harsh to our Charlie here because I'm talking about a problem with song lyrics that he didn't write, is you might be thinking, well, it's all a load of old bollocks. Smile though your heart is aching, you'll find that life is worthwhile if you'll just smile. So it's just saying, oh, don't worry about bad things, they don't really count. You could just do some jazz hands and smile and everything's okay. And I think that's a load of old cobblers. Life doesn't work like that. And to be honest, that's kind of true. I mean, some people in the sort of personal development transformation space will say that you can just go like that and smile and everything's okay, everything's rainbows and sequins and problems don't count and they disappear like a waspy cloud. It's absolute rubbish. I've never said that. I think that's nonsense. But, and you might have known there was a but coming, but firstly, it can help during the bad times if you don't have to smile. I don't know, I'm doing jazz hands, that's not even in the song. I'm going to say smile. It doesn't say smile and do some jazz hands in the song. I've put that in. But it can help if you're in the bad times without denying that they're the bad times, or you can focus on some good times. Might not be easy, but focusing on some good times, something that's good happened in the past, something that's good that you've got planned for the future, or something that is good in the present, can help with the bad times. And also, if you smile and focus on the good times, the good things, the beauty, joy and abundance, sometimes that change in perspective can make you realise that actually what you thought was a massive bad problem, a dark cloud, isn't as bad as you thought. And your perspective change might be so big that you do think actually it isn't bad. What I thought was massive, hugely overwhelming is less, not so massive, not so hugely black and overwhelming. And actually it's not bad at all. So it can be nonsense, but it also can help. Does that make sense? I just thought I'd do this video today about the problem with Charlie Chaplin. I'd love to hear your thoughts on his birthday, 16th of April, 1889 he was born. I'd love to hear your thoughts Leave a comment below wherever you happen to be seeing this video. Signing off for now and wishing you health and happiness and a few smiles along the way. And I'll speak to you soon.